A clinical psychologist hired by Johnny Depp has just exposed the dark truth about Amber Heard. The psychologist was hired to review Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's relationship and claimed that the actress suffers from 2 different personality disorders. She also pointed out that the symptoms of the disorders included taking on the personality of loved ones and even dressing like them, which would certainly explain the accusations of Amber copying her ex-husband's courtroom outfits. The pair were married for 1 year before Heard filed for divorce in 2016, and in recent weeks have been battling it out in court. Although the trial is still underway in Virginia, we have learned a lot about both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. The trial is seeking to determine if Heard's 2018 Washington Post op-ed had defamed Mr. Depp. And just last week, many people online accused Amber of purposely picking out clothing options that copied what Depp was wearing to trial in order to play more mind games with him. However, as I just mentioned, a clinical psychologist is giving a possible explanation as to why she is attempting to dress just like her ex-husband. And it's most likely due to her suffering from borderline personality disorder, or BPD for short. Dr. Shannon Curry was also called to the stand and explained that people with BPD will often have identity issues, which typically results in people dressing like the people they want to be around. Dr. Curry explained to the jury, they take on the personality of the people they want to be around, the way they dress, interest, the way they talk. And then on the first day of the trial, for example, Depp was seen wearing a Gucci tie with a bumblebee on it. And then just 2 days later, Amber was spotted wearing a very similar tie, which also had a bee on it. Social media users also pointed out that Depp donned a gray suit for the first day of the trial, and then Amber could be seen wearing a pants and shirt combo of the same color to the courthouse on April 12th. Not convinced? Well, on April 18th, Depp showed up to court with his long hair pulled back into a ponytail, and then the following day, Amber had her hair done in a similar way. In another example, Depp wore glasses during many days of the trial, and Heard was seen also using a similar pair. Therefore, Dr. Curry told the court that she concluded Heard had traits consistent with borderline personality disorder, as well as histrionic personality disorder, which are 2 conditions that are found in people with patterns of emotional instability and attention-seeking behavior. During her evaluation, Dr. Curry explained that she had reviewed various case materials, including Amber's own medical records, mental health treatment records, court exhibits, witness statements, and audio and video recordings. In addition to that, she also had met with the Aquaman actress for several hours over the course of 2 separate dates in December of 2021 before arriving at this diagnosis. After Amber's relationship with Depp had ended, Curry concluded that Amber had grossly exaggerated her post-traumatic stress disorder, which prompted her to note that Amber's BPD was marked by an underlying terror of abandonment, adding that someone with this condition will often make desperate attempts to stop it from happening, and so these could be very extreme behaviors. As a result of these disorders, someone like Amber could appear to be very charming at the start of a friendship or a relationship, but that they could turn dark very easily. Dr. Curry goes on to explain and said, "You'll see relationships start very intensely, extremely close. This might be their perfect soulmate, and initially everything seems great, but reality sets in. People are not perfect. Most of us accept people as a whole, but with a person with BPD, things are in these extremes. That person goes from being idolized to a dumpster. They are totally devalued, they're the worst. Then there will be a repair because the person with this disorder does feel remorse." Curry also stated that someone with BPD tends to be very interested in looks and will utilize their looks to get the respect that they're looking for. In terms of Amber Heard though, Dr. Curry said that her case of BPD seems to be sophisticated and calculated, adding that from her analysis she seemed like someone who would have hit you where it hurts, and that she could be very, very destructive. As for the signs of HPD, Dr. Curry explained that this would include an overly dramatic presentation and quick shifts between emotions, such as going from animated to sad very quickly. People with HPD tend to have a hypersensitivity to being slighted and could melt down in the middle of, let's say, a restaurant if somebody showed up just 2 minutes late. They also will tend to make a lot of accusations and escalate situations, including reacting aggressively or physically to prevent a partner from trying to leave. Dr. Curry also stated that people such as Amber often live a life marked by drama and shallowness, adding that her underlying drive is to always be the center of attention, and without it, a person with HPD would feel, well, pretty empty. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this though. While you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled, "Johnny Depp explains horrible text messages about Amber Heard." Daniel Claw says, "If someone was telling a joke to one of their friends, then it's not a sign of them wanting to do harm to anybody." I mean, you got that right. It's Just Me Manning says, "I LMAO with the Monty Python. It was almost slapstick humor. Not everyone finds stuff like that funny." I can totally understand how that's not everyone's humor. I personally love Monty Python, but it's because I get it. Hugs Not Drugs says, "Monty Python and the Holy Grail, one of my favorites. Sometimes my boyfriend and I use quotes from that movie as jokes. Kinda wanna watch it now." Yeah, you definitely should go watch it now. It's a great reason to go watch it. I mean, when is there not a good reason to go watch Monty Python? And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Marcy Collins says, "If they read some of the text between me and my best friend, you'd think we're nuts." I feel like you're not alone on that one. I bet a lot of people can relate to that. Ann says, you just sat there and quoted him instead of showing the clip of it, LOL. That's because if we played the clip of it, our channel would be terminated. I mean, we gotta play it safe here. But folks, that's all the time that we have for today though, so stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.